with a range of 125k to minus 51.5k. A US average earnings month on month forecast at 0.4% on the prior 0.4%. US average work week hours forecast 34.7 on the prior 34.6. US private payrolls forecast 378k on the prior 426k. US labor force participation forecast 62.5% on the prior 62.4%. US manufacturing payrolls forecast 35k on the prior 38k. And then Canadian average hourly earnings year on year forecast 3.6%, prior 3.7%, and the Canadian participation rate forecast 65 spot. A reminder, we have posted out the US non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate prep document on the FinancialJuice feed, just a little bit ways from the top. The link to that is on the feed there if you'd like to have a read through ahead of the release of the data here.
All right, so we've got U.S. non-farm payrolls today. Some economic news coming out. It is 8:22 a.m. Eastern, May 6th, 2022. Tremendous volatility in the markets the last few days. I mean, the Fed came out with tremendous news here on this day. You know, what was it? May 4th, right? Huge spike up, and we come back down yesterday. So we're still in the overnight
People's Bank of China
lows.
believes structural monetary policy tools are key to support the economy.
So that's FinancialJuice. I'm just gonna let the markets do its thing here. Once we get the news, we'll see how we trade this if I do, basically. All right, so I'll leave it at that for now.
$428k, 428k, higher than the forecast of 380k. We're also now seeing the US average earnings year on year 5.5%, 5.5% in line with the forecast of 5.5%. The Canadian employment change of 15.3k, 15.3k, lower than the forecast of 40k. US unemployment rate 3.6%, 3.6%, higher than the forecast of 3.5%. Canadian unemployment rate 5.2%, 5.2%, in line with the forecast. US private payrolls at 406k, 406k, higher than the forecast of 378k. US average work week hours 34.6, 34.6, lower than the forecast of 34.7. US average earnings month on month 0.3%, 0.3%, lower than the forecast of 0.4%. We also have the US labor force participation 62.2%, 62.2%, lower than the forecast of 62.5%. US manufacturing payrolls at 55k, 55k, higher than the forecast of 35k. Canadian participation rate at 65.3%, 65.3%, lower than the forecast of 65.4%. And the Canadian average hourly earnings year on year at 3.4%, 3.4%, lower than the forecast of 3.6%. Taking a look to the markets here, downside movement in the TICKSTRIKE, upside movement in the S&P 500, upside movement in gold as well. Seeing some whipsawing on USD CAD as well. Overall, we are seeing some CAD weakness out of this. The US employment situation report for April 2022 is now available on the feed.
It is May 6th. Some economic news coming out here. US non-farm payrolls. And let's just have a quick look at what the markets have been doing. So this was the spike into that news, and now Nasdaq made a new low here in the overnight. ES is just not too far away as well. So if you look at the domes here, we've got this level here, and then 41.08 is the low for ES. Really unbelievable week where we had the FOMC, which was right here, the big tremendous move up, and then the next day we come into this overnight session, and the market yesterday basically almost a 5% decrease here on Nasdaq compared to the FOMC day, which was May 4th. So I think we're going to be expecting some tremendous volatility today. And yeah, so quickly here, I just have the 1 minute charts of my ES and Nasdaq. Just like to have it like that, and then the market profiles. And if we were to look at the way I have my full screen, I have crude here, and then I have MES that I have a separate dome for, and that's what I use mainly. So I just basically keep the dome close to, I mean, at the end I just have crude here. I think I had a question from someone around the tails that I have here on Jigsaw. So I kind of like custom did this for me to be able to see the most current ranges, right? So I see 760 to 58. I mean, obviously now it's just less volatile, but you'll see how this kind of really helps when you want to see which market is leading the way directionally, and also to be able to quickly decipher, you know, the ranges that the market's kind of playing in. And just want to also bring up TICKSTRIKE. Want to just lower the volume a bit so that it doesn't really interfere with my talking at the same time. And as usual, I always have FinancialJuice as usual. I'm just going to decrease the volume on that a bit as well. So any other news we're expecting here? I think we have some Fed speakers around 11. Oh, Kashkari is speaking today. So we really have to monitor that. He likes to go into details and kind of always give some whipsaw to the markets. Other than that, I think economic news is pretty much done for today. So I just went on to post that on Twitter. Let's see how the market reacts. We've got 1 minute to the 20. The footprint here. We're just gonna have a look at it quickly. That's the footprint chart I have for ES. And there we are. The market is opening here. Okay. Looks like we're going to get a slight move higher here. Okay, looks good. All right. That was a very bad entry. I might have to. What the hell was that? I'm like, I think this market is just not ready to do anything. So, oh wow, let's let it run here. I'm just gonna let it break the highs here. Maybe give us a nice little run. We don't really do that, but I think we're poised for a decent move here, especially at the open. They're both correlated well, so I think we can get something out of this one here. I'm being a bit aggressive here, so if I can get one out of that there. Nope, I'm gonna let this here. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. All right, so that's the first 5 minutes here. Too bad I've missed the move here for the bull case here. So if we look at quickly the markets, I mean, I had just drawn something here around, how crazy the market just basically came back here into this Fibonacci level that everyone looks at, right? And Nasdaq's making a new low here. So I don't think you really want to be super aggressively bullish here. Let's see. All I really want to do is just maybe capture, a couple of good trades here. It's just it's too one-sided here, which I can easily get caught, and I kind of think I'm too late to the party here. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so we really have aggressive selling. All you really need to do is capture one good trade here and call it a day. So here, this is the market profile. Wow, man, my dome can't even catch up here. It's tremendous volatility here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've got any kind of a bullish case to this here, really. Let's see here. Gonna let the market play out a bit. Okay, so what's it saying? Oh, got the wrong account. Sorry. Here we are. I'm gonna go with a short right here. I'm gonna have to be aggressive here. I mean, yeah. But there we are. So that's one little short. 8 minutes into the market here. Go with a long here. That does not work. Gotta cancel that. Can't even cancel my order now. What's going on? Okay, so let's leave it at that. New lows coming in. That didn't work out. I can't cancel the order. That's really weird. Okay. Okay, so let's just let this play out a bit. My God, here we are. Come on. Give us a new low here. It's gonna come, it's gonna come. It's just, here we are. Okay, so now my dome is frozen like hell. There we go. Get out. There we are. Captured some there. It's too bad because could have really had some good trades going there. It's just not. Oh yeah, here we are. Let's see here if we can get something going here. Nice. ES making a new low here, so we're gonna have to see if we can get something going here. I try to get something out of this way. Here we are. Some little scalps. So these are the several trades I've got here. Quick scalps, really just going with momentum. Wow, what a move here. What a move. Here we are. Look at how we've got really no real momentum from, the overall stocks. It's just super, very balancing market. as soon as we get, you know, some buying coming in, it really doesn't affect the long side, which really shows that there's a lot of, you know, aggressive bearishness in this market here. Wow, what a move that was there. Yeah, I honestly I wasn't expecting this kind of a huge, tremendous sell-off, especially here in the first 15 minutes. I mean, markets are down already, like what? It's almost easily, for God's sake, it's already like 50 points here on ES here at the open, which is really 66 points actually compared to yesterday. And I think Nasdaq is down like a lot more. What is it? Obviously a lot more. 200 points already, yeah. Tremendous. Wow. I can't say it's easy to trade this kind of market. I mean, it's not obvious at all, because it's like so one-sided that anything could happen. Right, so the first 15 minutes here, market is really on a move lower, much lower actually. If I can get this to work correctly here. Let's see. Let's do it like that. There we are. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can get another trade here. Let's give it a couple of minutes. It's been really a huge sell-off, which is really not obvious here. Trading the Apex funded account. I'm waiting for the Lilu payout, so I only did very few trades on my Lilu funded account in the last week. Didn't trade a lot this week actually. Too bad, because really the day before FOMC was pretty nice, and then so some news coming out from the Canadian economy here, and also yeah, like I said, the day yesterday with that huge move lower, too bad I missed the whole day. Okay, so here we're just gonna look at how this trades here. Might actually just let this first A period run through. Okay, so Russell here making a new low. Yeah. Pretty weak, this Russell here today. Small caps. I have to say it's been really an FOMC week now, and you add the non-farm payrolls. I mean, pretty dovish Fed Chairman Powell marked the week this week with some interesting remarks, you know, around the interest rates and the Fed balance sheet. Well, you know, markets seem to like the speech that day on what is the 4th of May, which seemed to be really much more dovish than I think what a lot of traders were expecting. So it's, you know, headlines. And then they came up with that 3% rate target that he mentioned, which, you know, Fed has. And And I think that the cycle around the tightening to be light and gradual. He really looked like he wanted to be pretty dovish, but I don't know. It's just the effects on from of the inflation here going forward. As he briefly did touch upon that, and he was mentioning something about the flattening of the inflation, and they were looking at that and all that. Yep. So watch how the market moves on light volume with no real liquidity here. Basically, it's if you're trading this kind of period, it's almost impossible to really have an edge because there's like almost no bid to the market here. It's just going down with like unbelievable. It's not tremendous volume that we're seeing, but it's just enough to. That's why I'm sticking to my guns with the regular scalping, because to be honest, anything could happen. Let's just put it that way. If you look at what's going on here, we've got all these 1-minute candles that are still really not showing any kind of sign on the bull side, in my opinion. We're already at 40.68, 40.65, so yeah, the best thing is to really not look for longs today. You really have to basically get the momentum and move with the short side. So let's see. Now I think we're going to get some kind of a squeeze probably, so let's see if that does actually. Russell is still near its lows, making it a new low. So as you can see, Russell is really leading this market lower because it's been really the most clear directional one. Russell's one of those that look at TICKSTRIKE. I mean, nothing. Oh my God, everything is just red. I have them here too, so you're able to see them. Got to go with the momentum here. So again, trading the Apex funded account. A couple of trades, nothing really crazy here. Gonna be patient, letting it run a bit. I think having that eye on the Russell is really good here. Yes, there we are. I have one runner here. Actually, two runners. Let me just take one off here, maybe. I have to take the loss on that one. It's because I scaled in and that really didn't help. And I think we've got yeah, Russell being too close to its low here. It's really not helping. We've got 2 minutes here to the news, so I'm just gonna stick to. So that last NQ trade actually was good, and I just scaled in 3, which kind of didn't help my position, so bailed out of that pretty quickly. That's the one. Okay, so if we can get the news out of the way here, maybe we might get a nice little squeeze here coming up. So this is, I think this is a period coming to an end here. So let's see, guys. Here we are. It's the market. Yeah, I think we can get a squeeze here. I'm going to go with a squeeze for the long side, even though I'm a bit early on the trigger here. There we are. Got one. I'm going to try to get one out of the way. I'm going to be very cautious here, leaving a runner. Come on. This could run. It could run. I'm just gonna let this one if I can get a nice little move out of it. That was a beauty, wasn't it? So what I'm gonna do here is I got stopped out of that one. Yeah, because of the there's news coming out, so I'm gonna be cautious here, guys. So I was right on the squeeze. Definitely squeezed here. Look at that. Tremendous here. I got the squeeze out of it, so I'm happy with that. I think I could have, I mean, it's tough because there was news coming out and anything could have happened there, right? So happy with that squeeze, guys. We got that out of the way. Yeah, because I was in with two and then I added another one, so I kind of took profits quickly out of that. I'm just gonna let the market do its thing here. Wow. Alright, so here we are. And the market gives us the squeeze, which is too bad. And anyway, look, we're gonna keep it at that. We got a couple good trades out of the way, so. Alright, so captured a nice squeeze so far. 10:05, start of B period here. Markets are just gonna most likely coil here. Not sure if how we're gonna end the day here, but um, definitely below the weekly opening range. Not looking very well when it comes to, you know, the bullish side of things. Let's see. Russell is very weak, so let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to take any other trades here, but you know, you never know. We can get some kind of momentum that comes out of this. If we get a nice squeeze, I actually like being long here, and there we are. Gonna get the squeeze beauty. Look at TICKSTRIKE. That's why I like TICKSTRIKE. Beautiful. I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, I think catching two squeezes like this, and then the next one you're gonna get hammered. So look, I think catching a couple of squeezes here really helped a lot. Wow, beautiful. So we caught another squeeze here. It's an NQ squeeze basically. Looking at the profile. Wow, I think we're really. I could have I could have held on to that one because I think it was really ready to explode higher. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but the whole Russell correlation was tremendous on that one. So Russell was really weaker and was leading the market here. And as soon as that kind of found some buyers, it moved much higher. So that's good to notice. Gonna probably just keep it to the initial balance here and then call it a day. Look at NASDAQ here, really. Yes. Here is NASDAQ. Here's our boy Russell. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys see it, but nice way to end the week. Can't complain. Let's look at the market here on the market profile quickly. Sorry, on the footprint. So this is my 30-minute footprints. I have to say the selling at the beginning. Look at this. This was really strong, guys. Wow, that was tremendous selling. So here we've got buyers and sellers really pushing it here. Big battle that occurred here around this level. So I think this 40-70 area is really the key spot for the bulls if they want to hold this market higher. Yeah. Tremendous volume in the first 30 minutes. That's, you know, always indicator of what kind of day we're gonna have. So I don't know if you guys saw that. I just have it at the bottom here. Not sure if you can see that actually. Wait, let me see. Sorry, yeah. So that was the news here. Sorry, the first 30 minutes and 261,000 contracts. That's pretty high for a. There we are. Let's just look at the bottom here of the 30-minute rotations. I kind of like the way it tapered off here. That's always a good thing. And here, let's move back to our domes. Again, Russell was weak today. Kashkari is speaking here with the comments from the Fed. So I'm gonna let it play out here 15 minutes. Let's see how. My own estimate of the neutral rate remains at 2%. Oh God. Here we are. I like what he's mentioned there. He's talking about the neutral rates and all that, so that could really move markets here. I think that was one thing that, you know, that Powell kind of addressed. Oh, market likes what Kashkari's got to say, I think. Really. Huge, huge move here. Wow. Tremendous. Uh, Well, Kashkari loves to talk about stuff that move the markets, man. I really have to say. Great day to trade, honestly. If you know, oh, I just had a reset here of my data. I think I just lost connection